So today we're going to create a livery. So what we'll do is what I do is I start here at Le Mans, and I'll open Le Mans Ultimate up. And it's gonna take a little time, as you know. All right, so definitely got something. So anyhow, what you're going to do, you go into Le Mans Ultimate, go into Teams, is the way I do it, and so I have two. I have USA, and then I have our UK division. So I'm going to go into the UK division, and then I'm going to go up here to liveries, and we don't have anything in the showroom. We don't have a car for that yet. So I'm going to click on apply, new, and then it doesn't really matter, I don't think, with the 24, 25 thing. I'll do the 25, and I'm going to make an Aston because my right hand, that's what he likes. And it will load, and then we're going to take this step by step. So what happens is this is showing the last livery that I did. So in this file that you do these liveries, it just overwrites it each time. So I'm going to do reload, and yeah, so I mean, but you can see it's got like the last car there. Okay, so anyhow, we have our car, and so now we're going to open GIMP second. I know this might be a little funky. So what we're going to do is, it says create, we're going to do open, and then you go to your C drive, and you're going to go to Program Files 86, wherever that your LMU is installed. You're going to scroll down, and we're going to Steam, okay, and then we're going to scroll down again, and we're looking for Steam apps right here. We click on that, and then what we're going to do is we're going to go into believe it's common. I'm so sorry, please forgive me. Yes, common. And then we're going to Le Mans Ultimate. Then we're going to scroll down to support. And bam, livery templates. So I've already done an Aston Martin, as you already know. So I'm going to open this. take a minute. Alright, so the first thing that I do is go up here and turn on the background, which gives me my wires. Okay? And then some people say, also, I turn on the mask, but when you export it for your final time, you have to take that off. And you have to take the background off. But for the purposes of let's getting through this so that it's not 2 hours long, let's do this. So what I'm going to do is, there's two different ways. So I'm just looking, give me a minute. Alright, so there's two different ways to do this. I only use like 3 of these up here. So I'm going to use this one first. And I'm going to come right over. Make sure it's in there. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to make the green one. Alright, and then OK. Now I hope this works. So then we right click. We're going to do edit. Come over. See, there's my color. Fill with the green. There we go. So it did work perfectly. Alright. So now I already have my ER sticker on there. However, what I'm going to do, and I do have the shell on there, I'm going to leave those alone. And I'm going to do a spoiler. But first, I don't want to lose any of this. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to come back up here. I'm going to take this mask off. I'm going to take the background off. That's what you have. I'm going to come up here to File, Save As, and Save. Alright, whatever. Alright, so then I'm going to come back up here and I'm going to do Export. Yes, replace. So you export and replace. Then you're going to come up over here because this popped up way over here. And you want to make sure that that's unclicked and export. Alright, give it a minute. Now, I'm going to come down here and hit reload. Well, let's see. Alright, so this is where I have issues. So I'm going to do this. So what I'm doing is I'm saving, and I think you have to save this, but like in a different folder, just like, you know, when you are in Microsoft Word, maybe, so okay, anyway, export, and then we're going to I believe, let me go back here. All right, so you have to come back, and once you do this the first time, you won't have to do it while you're in this car. So user data, liveries, and then this is the one that we're going to overwrite. Yes, replace it. Let me make sure I don't have a, yes, there's the pop-up, and it comes over here. So you can see that. Do not use that. So bottom left, I always leave that alone. Hit export. All right, now down here, hit reload, and I bet you it's going to be green. Boom, there it is. All right, so now I'm going to come back up here. I'm going to turn this background back on and the mask. And then what I'm going to do is I want to add the spoiler. Alright, and if you make a mistake, you can always come up here, undo, move layer. And what I really want to do is I want to make this to where I can see the here we go. No. Don't know. See, I don't know if I'm looking for the undo. I'm looking for the spoiler. That's probably the hardest thing to do, is to look for the spoiler. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to, I want to make sure I have the little select tool. So I'm going to click there, and I'm going to do File, Open as Layer, and then I'm going to go into my pictures, and here we go. No, that's, so I'm looking for, alright, so now once you have that, right click, and you're going to do Edit. Oh, sorry, I'm so sorry. Forget swipe. Alright, what you're going to do is right here it is. Right click here. And what we're going to do is we're going to scale layer. And I think it's like 700. I hit enter and then scale. I'm going to go back up to 850. Scale layer. Let's do 850. Scale. Alright, that's a little bit bigger. Now, I want to come over here because I want to move it. Alright, so I'm going to move it. Alright, and then I'm going to put it right there. I believe that maybe this might be, because one's going to be under it. Alright, so I want to rotate it. So right here, rotate. So basically I'm turning it upside down and then X. Oops. Alright, so alright, and then hit enter. Well, if I quit doing that. Alright, so now I'm going to change this back to move. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to go back and I'm going to export right here where it says export to custom skin.tga. If you don't do, that's where 99% of the people's problems, my own included, took me 2 weeks to get that. So let's see what we have. Reload. All right, so there it is. Bam. And you can always like adjust it. And I feel like it needs to go a hair. Let's see. Maybe a hair towards the passenger side or towards the G. Alright, now we're going to File, Export, Reload. Alright, see, I got it too far. So I'm going to come back over and move it back a hair. I think it'll look better that way, and just go File, Export, Alright, now, let's see. I don't know, sometimes it gets stuck like that, and maybe until you, I don't know. So I just named it wing. Alright, so I've got everything that I want on here. That this is all I'm going to do to this car. You can keep adding file, open as layers, and scale down your pictures. Alright, so export. Alright, and then there we go. That's our car right there. So right there. Alright, and so now come over, actually what I want to do is I'm going to file, save a copy, okay, save, replace. Alright, so now what I want to do is come down here, we're going to put our finish on it. Of course I like the wrap, and I do love pop. I love the pop. Now the carbon you can't really mess with, which is okay. The stickers I always leave in matte, but look at that. I mean, that's sweet right there. I do want to let me see if I can do one more thing. I want to so what I want to do is, okay, so right there, and I'll do file, open as layer, and I'm going to go to pictures. I know this is where we're going to open this, and actually I think that's a pretty good size there, and I think it's pretty straight there. Now I'm going to rotate it. Oops. And then come right here, hover over that, hit enter. Alright, and file, save a copy, save, replace. So we're just saving a copy of this, and I think it's more or less to get out of GIMP at the end. But we're going to export to custom skin. And we're going to reload. Alright. Oh boy, that's not. So we need to move it. Alright, now took off the wireframe and the mask. I'm going to export it again because if this is right, it might be close. I don't know. Then we will be done. It looks pretty freaking close to me. So, alright. So we've got our car. Alright. I didn't do a whole lot to it. Still got the Goodyear stuff, and you can't change that, so don't try. Alright, so now we'll make sure we got a wrap, shiny, yep. Now we're ready. Upload. You'll get this message, and normally it's like within 5 or 10 minutes. It's pretty quick. So now what I'm going to do is this card changes, and then let's see what happens with this here. Looks like we've got probably about a 30-minute video here. Alright, so there we go. Livery car is in there. Got to notice. So now I'm going to go to liveries, view your liveries. Bam, there's their car. Alright, that's it. So that's the way I do it. I hope this